Have you ever felt lost? It's a feeling that can creep up on us unexpectedly, like a shadow that follows us even in the brightest of days, like you've wandered off the path of your own life, as if the trail you were so confidently following has suddenly disappeared, leaving you to navigate through the dense underbrush of uncertainty. It's a universal feeling, this sense of being adrift. No matter who you are or where you come from, at some point, we all experience this profound sense of disorientation. We look in the mirror and wonder, who is that person staring back? Life throws curveballs. The reflection we see might be familiar yet somehow foreign, as if the person we once knew has been replaced by a stranger. We change, we grow, and sometimes we lose sight of ourselves along the way. The seasons of our lives shift, bringing with them new challenges and transformations that can leave us feeling unmoored. This begs the question, where do you go to find yourself again? When the world feels overwhelming and the path forward is unclear, where do you turn to rediscover your true self? It's a question that has echoed through the ages, pondered by philosophers and everyday people alike. From ancient sages to modern thinkers, the quest for self-understanding is a timeless pursuit. The answer, my friends, lies within. It's not something that can be found in the external world, but rather, it resides deep within our own hearts and minds. It's a journey of self-discovery, a pilgrimage back to the core of who we are. This journey is not always easy, but it is essential for finding peace and purpose in our lives. But that journey can take many forms. For some, it might involve seeking the support and companionship of friends and loved ones, who can help guide us back to ourselves. It might be a physical journey, a literal escape to a far-off land. Traveling to new places can offer fresh perspectives and insights, helping us to see our lives in a new light. Or it could be an internal one, a deep dive into the depths of our own souls. Through introspection, meditation, and self-reflection, we can uncover the truths that lie hidden within us. Either way, the destination is the same, finding our way back to ourselves. It's about reconnecting with our innermost desires, values, and dreams, and aligning our lives with our true essence. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. By putting our thoughts and feelings into words, we can gain clarity and insight into our own minds. Physical practices like yoga and mindfulness can also help us reconnect with our bodies and minds, grounding us in the present moment and helping us to find balance. Creative expression, whether through art, music, or writing, can be a way to explore and understand our inner worlds. It allows us to express emotions and ideas that might be difficult to articulate in other ways. Even in the midst of a busy life, we can find moments of stillness and reflection. It's about making time for ourselves, even if it's just a few minutes each day, to check in and reconnect with our inner selves. Nature can be a powerful ally in this journey. The tranquility of a forest, the vastness of the ocean, or the majesty of the mountains can help us to feel connected to something greater than ourselves. Ultimately, the journey to find ourselves is a deeply personal one. It requires courage, patience, and a willingness to face the unknown. But it is a journey worth taking, for it leads us to a place of greater understanding and fulfillment. And when we do find our way back to ourselves, we can live more authentically and joyfully, embracing the fullness of who we are and sharing that with the world. So, if you ever feel lost, remember that the answers you seek are within you. Take the time to embark on your own journey of self-discovery, and you will find your way back to yourself. The path may be winding and uncertain, but it is yours to walk. Trust in yourself, and you will find your way. I remember the day I realized I was lost. It wasn't a sudden epiphany, but rather a gradual awareness that crept up on me. I had been going through the motions of life, ticking off boxes, meeting expectations, and yet something felt profoundly off. It was as if I was living someone else's life, not my own. I was at a crossroads in my life, facing some tough choices. Career decisions, personal relationships, and even my own sense of identity were all up in the air. The weight of these choices felt like a heavy burden on my shoulders, and I found myself questioning everything I thought I knew about myself. A wave of fear washed over me and I felt paralyzed. The fear of making the wrong choice, of disappointing others, and most importantly, of disappointing myself. It was a fear that kept me awake at night, tossing and turning, searching for answers that seemed just out of reach. Who was I to make these decisions? Where had my confidence gone? I looked in the mirror and barely recognized the person staring back at me. The once vibrant, confident individual had been replaced by someone who was unsure and hesitant. It was a sobering realization that I had lost touch with who I truly was. It was in that moment of vulnerability that I knew I needed to reconnect with myself. I needed to strip away the layers of doubt and fear that had accumulated over the years and find my true essence. It was a daunting task, but I knew it was necessary for my own well-being. I needed to remember who I was at my core, what I truly valued, and what brought me joy. I started by revisiting old hobbies and interests that I had long abandoned. I took long walks in nature, allowing the tranquility of the forest to soothe my troubled mind. I spent evenings by the campfire, reflecting on my past and envisioning my future. I began to explore different avenues, different paths to self-discovery. I hiked mountain trails, pushing my physical limits and finding strength I didn't know I had. I explored bustling city markets, immersing myself in the vibrant energy and diverse cultures. Each new experience was a step towards rediscovering myself. I tried new things, stepped outside my comfort zone, and allowed myself to be vulnerable. Rock climbing tested my courage and determination, while kayaking on a calm lake brought me peace and serenity. These activities reminded me of the importance of balance in life, the need to challenge oneself while also finding moments of calm. I started journaling, pouring my thoughts and feelings onto the page. Writing became a therapeutic outlet, a way to process my emotions and gain clarity. Each entry was a step towards understanding myself better, a piece of the puzzle that was slowly coming together. Slowly but surely, I began to piece myself back together. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but a gradual process of self-discovery and healing. Standing at the top of a hill with my arms raised, I felt a sense of accomplishment and inner peace. Watching a beautiful sunset, I smiled, knowing that I was on the right path. The journey of finding myself was far from over. But I was no longer lost. I had found a new sense of direction and purpose, and for the first time in a long time, I felt truly alive. One of the most powerful ways I've found to reconnect with myself is through travel. There's something about immersing yourself in a new culture, surrounded by unfamiliar sights, sounds, and smells, that forces you to be present. Travel shakes us out of our routines and comfort zones. It challenges our perspectives and forces us to see the world, and ourselves, in a new light. Whether it's exploring ancient ruins in Greece or wandering through bustling markets in Morocco, travel has a way of stripping away the layers of who we think we're supposed to be and revealing our true selves. Section 4. Nature's Embrace. Grounding ourselves in the wild. There's a reason why Thoreau retreated to Walden Pond. He sought solace and inspiration in the simplicity and beauty of nature. In our modern, fast-paced world, we often forget the profound impact that nature can have on our well-being. The natural world offers us a sanctuary, a place where we can escape the constant demands of technology and the pressures of daily life. Nature has an incredible ability to soothe our souls and ground us in the present moment. The fresh air, the sound of birdsong, and the rustling of leaves in the wind create a symphony that calms our minds and rejuvenates our spirits. When we immerse ourselves in nature, we become more attuned to the rhythms of the earth, and we find a sense of peace that is often elusive in our urban environments. The feeling of the earth beneath our feet, the texture of the grass, and the coolness of the soil are all things that connect us to something larger than ourselves. These simple, tactile experiences remind us of our place in the natural world and help us to feel more grounded and centered. Walking barefoot on the grass, feeling the earth's energy, and touching the trees can be incredibly therapeutic. Whether it's a walk in the park, a stroll through a city garden, or a visit to a local nature reserve, spending time outdoors has numerous benefits for our mental and physical health. It doesn't have to be a grand adventure. Even small moments in nature can have a profound impact. The simple act of sitting on a park bench and observing the world around us can be a form of meditation. A hike in the mountains offers a different kind of connection. The challenge of the climb, the breathtaking views, and the sense of accomplishment when reaching the summit all contribute to a deeper appreciation of the natural world. Hiking allows us to push our physical limits while also providing a mental escape from the stresses of everyday life. The mountains remind us of our resilience and our ability to overcome obstacles. Or a weekend camping trip can be a transformative experience. Setting up a tent, cooking over an open fire, and sleeping under the stars reconnect us with the basics of survival and the beauty of simplicity. Camping encourages us to slow down, to appreciate the small things, and to bond with those we share the experience with. The stories told around the campfire and the quiet moments of reflection create lasting memories. Spending time in nature allows us to disconnect from the noise of everyday life and reconnect with our inner selves. Meditation in a natural setting can be particularly powerful. The sounds of the forest, the flow of the river, and the gentle rustling of leaves create a perfect backdrop for mindfulness. In these moments, we can find clarity, reduce stress, and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's a chance to breathe deeply, to quiet our minds, and to simply be. Taking a deep breath of fresh air, feeling the sun on our skin, and listening to the sounds of nature can be incredibly grounding. These moments remind us of the beauty and simplicity of life. They help us to let go of our worries and to focus on the present moment. In nature, we find a sense of peace and tranquility that is often missing in our busy lives. As the sun sets over a serene landscape, we are reminded of the cycles of nature and the passage of time. Watching a sunset can be a humbling experience, reminding us of the vastness of the universe and our small place within it. It encourages us to reflect on our lives, to appreciate the beauty around us, and to find gratitude in the simple things. Sharing these experiences with loved ones can deepen our connections and create cherished memories. A family picnic in a meadow, children playing in the grass, and laughter echoing through the trees are moments that bring joy and strengthen bonds. Nature has a way of bringing people together, fostering a sense of community and shared appreciation for the world around us. Journaling in nature can also be a powerful practice. Writing down our thoughts, sketching the plants and animals we encounter, and reflecting on our experiences can help us to process our emotions and gain new insights. Nature provides endless inspiration for creativity and self-expression. It encourages us to slow down, to observe, and to connect with our inner selves. Practicing yoga in a natural setting can enhance the benefits of this ancient practice. The fresh air, the sounds of nature, and the feeling of the earth beneath our feet create a perfect environment for mindfulness and physical well-being. Group yoga sessions in a park or solo practice in a forest clearing can help us to feel more connected to the world around us and to our own bodies. Water activities like kayaking or canoeing offer a unique way to experience nature. Gliding through calm waters, feeling the rhythm of the paddle, and observing the wildlife along the shore can be incredibly peaceful. These activities allow us to explore new environments, to challenge ourselves, and to find a sense of adventure and tranquility. Stargazing in a remote location, away from the city lights, can be a magical experience. The night sky, filled with countless stars, planets, and constellations, reminds us of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. Using a telescope to observe celestial objects can deepen our appreciation for the wonders of the cosmos and inspire a sense of awe and curiosity. Engaging in activities like planting trees or participating in a community garden can also help us to feel more connected to nature. These actions contribute to the health of our environment and provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Working together with others to care for the earth fosters a sense of community and shared responsibility for the world we live in. Ultimately, grounding ourselves in the wild is about finding balance and harmony in our lives. It's about taking the time to appreciate the beauty of the natural world, to reconnect with our inner selves, and to find peace and tranquility in the midst of our busy lives. Whether it's a quiet moment by a waterfall, a walk in the park, or a weekend camping trip, nature offers us endless opportunities to find grounding and inspiration. Section 5. Rediscovering passion, the joy of hobbies. Remember what it was like to be a child, completely absorbed in an activity you loved? As adults, we often get so caught up in our responsibilities that we forget the importance of play. Hobbies aren't just a way to pass the time, they're a way to tap into our creativity, to challenge ourselves, and to rediscover passions we may have forgotten we had. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, gardening, or something else entirely, find something that brings you joy and make time for it in your life. You might be surprised at how re-energized and inspired you feel.